Porto, Portugal. Porto is the second largest city in Portugal, the largest being Lisbon. The city houses a population of about 1.4 million and is located along the Douro River estuary in northern Portugal. It is also one of the oldest cities in Europe and also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city is internationally known for its wine, port wine called Porto. Best time to visit Porto? The best time to visit Porto is from late April to September.
Want to go on a trip? Friends are busy? Need a travel companion? Don't worry, now you can connect with travelers traveling to the same destination on Exceeders.com. All you need to do is join your city club and publish your trip plan with travel dates and place you are planning to visit. That's it. Verified tourists, travelers, and backpackers looking for travel partners to the same destination will contact you.
How to get to Porto? Air. The city is served by Francisco Sacamero Airport, the third busiest in the country. Train. The city is served by two major train stations, the São Bento, St. Benedict Station, and the Campanha Station. Bus. You will find many companies that provide direct bus services from all major European countries. You can try Rue Norte for the timetables. Porto Transportation. You can travel within the city by car, bus, taxi, boat, and also by helicopter. Accommodation in Porto. You can find various options for accommodation in Porto. The budget hotels here in Porto charge anywhere between 15 to 30 euros. If you would like to go for a mid-range hotel, then the rates will be somewhere between 40 to 75 euros. Also available are luxury hotels whose rates can go upwards of 150 euros. Must try signature dishes of Porto. The Portuguese dishes carry a very strong Mediterranean flavor. A few of the dishes that you can find here are cozido à portuguesa, caldo verde, feijoada transmontana, bacalhau à brás, amihoas e bolhau pato, rojoes e moda do Minho, and many more. Best places to eat in Porto: O Paparico, Wine Quay Bar, Ode Porto Wine House, Sushi Place Foz, Taberna dos Mercadores, Monchique Bar Restaurante, Gimao Tapas e Vinhos, Essencia Restaurante Vegetariano, Campeo, Pibes, Tapa Bento, and Taberna do Barqueiro. Interesting facts about Porto. The Latin name for Porto is Portus Calais, from which the country Portugal takes its name. The first evidence of settlers in Porto emerged at the end of the Bronze Age, in the 8th century BC. One of the most traditional dishes of Porto is the tripas à moda do Porto. In 1958 and 1960, Porto streets hosted the Formula One Portuguese Grand Prix on the Boa Vista Street circuit. In 1807, Porto suffered a violent invasion by Napoleon's troops, but with the help of the British, the city banished the general. Top tourist sites in Porto: Torre dos Clérigos. The tower is an 18th century granite-hewn rocket that stands at a height of 75 meters. If you plan on making the climb to the top, then be prepared for a journey over 240 steps. Once you reach the top, the effort will be rewarded with a bird's eye view of the entire city. The tower was commissioned by the Brotherhood of the Clergy and designed by Nicolau Nasoni. Palacio da Bolsa. The palace dates back to the mid-19th century and is built on the site of a former Franciscan monastery. The richly decorated interiors and the portrait room, a gallery of uniformed monarchs, and the hearing room all make this place an interesting site to visit. Igreja De Sao Francisco. The 18th century church in St. Francis has its interiors lined with Baroque designs and sports one of the best examples of worked gold in the country. Besides this, there are other interesting items like smiling cherubs, dour-faced monks, and the Tree of Jesse. Cais da Ribeira. Cais da Ribeira is Porto's riverside quarter and its sites facing the river Douro. The place is an alluring labyrinth of narrow winding streets, low-slung, sun-starved arcades, and zigzagging alleyways. The place has been designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Ponte de Dom Luís I. It is one of the most iconic structures in Portugal and spans over the mighty river Douro and connects Porto with Vila Nova de Gaia. The bridge was designed and built by a French engineer, an earlier assistant of Gustave Eiffel. Therefore, you can see the heavily riveted charcoal grey ironwork, Gustave's signature style, on the bridge. Vila Nova de Gaia. The town is adorned with beautiful or quaint restaurants and cafes. You can go for a ride on the Teleférico de Gaia and get a spectacular view of the town. Museu Nacional Soares Dorias. It is named after the 19th century sculptor Antonio Soares dos Reis, whose works are also displayed in the museum. The collection of artworks covers the period between 16th to 20th century Portuguese art works. Igreja do Carmo. The 18th century Carmo church is a striking figure with its blaze of blue and white tiles. It is a fine example of Portuguese Rococo style. Casa da Música. The Casa da Música, or the music house, is celebrated for its radical design as much as it is for its music. It caters to a wide genre of music, from hip-hop to jazz to classical. It was designed by Dutch architect Rem Koolhaas.